How y'all doing? It's your boy Big L. Welcome back to Lab Reactions. Just got through watching She-Hulk episode 2. It picks up right where episode 1 left off. Basically, she's in the courtroom. She's doing a lawyer thing. And then Titania busts through the wall. And all of a sudden, it's just mass hysteria. People running, screaming, panic. And then Jennifer, best friend, look at her and be like, all right, girl, it's time to save the day or something like that. And then she hulks out. Okay? And of course, she saves the day. So the aftermath of that, basically, everybody now knows that Jennifer Walters is a Hulk. Uh, Basically, her going public with it, and which is a in her eyes it's a bad thing because she doesn't want that kind of attention. She wants the attention that she's a great attorney, a great lawyer, and what ended up happening is there was they had a night out and they went out and they went to this bar and before she can even open the door, her and her best friend, they all they hear is the people inside, She Hulk, She Hulk, She Hulk, and of course Jennifer kind of rolling her eyes like, yeah, I got time for this shit. This is exactly what I was talking about that I didn't want to be a part of, but it is what it is. And so after that, it was a funny scene in the bar, and I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but there was this guy that came in. I guess one of her firm mates, one of the legal partners at the firm. Like he came in and he came in and he saw one of the females, and he was like, "Oh yeah, she's hot, she's fine. I'm gonna go talk to it. I'm gonna go talk to it, like she." I thought that was funny, but anyway, moving along. After that night or whatever like that, she ends up going to her parents' house, and you meet some of her family, and of course it's some of them clearly have issues. Um, and the elephant in the room is like, "Oh, you're a Hulk, you're a Hulk." How and all that stuff. But she does that to basically she thinking she can just kind of get away from that because that's what she's like I said, that's kind of what she's fighting with. But you know, so she finds out a little later. Her boss comes up to her and he basically says the trial was like a mistrial or something like that, and he's like, "I'm sorry, Jennifer, you're fired." And she was like, what the hell? And then the opposing law firm that was in the case offered her a job. The legal firm for superheroes or whatever like that. Uh, it was very, very entertaining. And he asked her, did she want the job? And she was like, yeah, of course with some conditions or whatever like that. But anyway, the twist is her very first client is Emil Blonsky, Abomination. And it's like, already controversy. So, of course, she gets on the phone and she calls her cousin Bruce because, Bruce and Abomination got history. Uh, so she gets on the phone with him and, blase, blase, they talking. And then he's like, well, it seems like you're trying to apologize or something. You don't have to apologize. That I'm fine with you representing him. He's a completely different person, and I was a completely different person when we fought. It was so long ago. So okay, it was a nod back to the Incredible Hulk movie, which was a great movie for you Marvel fans if y'all haven't seen it. But then when Bruce gets off the phone, they actually show where he is and where he's at. And he's on that same spaceship in space, and it just zips off. And that lets you know right there, that's pretty much confirming World War Hulk is on the way. and I absolutely cannot wait. That shit is gonna go in. And but moving right along. Uh, Basically, and then there's a scene where she has to go see her client, Abomination, Blonsky. And Blonsky starts to saying, well, it was the government's fault. It was I behaved that way. And she's like, yeah, whatever. And he says, it's true. They pumped me with that super serum. And she was like, oh, it's the same super serum that they pumped in the, Captain America, Steve Rogers or whatever like that. And he was like, yeah. I was just doing what I was told by your government. And he was like, I'm a changed man. I'm just Blonsky. I'm not Abomination anymore. And she was like, so what are you saying? You can't turn into Abomination anymore? And he was like, no, I'm choosing not to turn into Abomination. So it was a good argument that Blonsky had. But I still think there's something else behind it. Still think it's something else behind that. I mean, all in all, he's a villain. So it is what it is. But if you haven't seen, in which I was thinking about doing this whole series when I saw this whole episode, when I saw Blonsky, I was like, what about the stuff that happened in Shang-Chi, where he was in that underground fighting ring with Wong? And I'll be damned, they brought that up. They brought that up at the end of the episode. So a lot of things are starting to connect. I can't wait to see how that means Wong is coming, because Wong was behind it. So it's real exciting. I really think it's gonna be a really good show. Can't wait to next week to watch the third episode. Very much looking forward to it, especially what Bruce is doing. And I think as far as She-Hulk progressing as a character, I think it's gonna go really nice. I think it's gonna be really, really nice, and it's gonna be great to see her eventually get on the big screen with the big MCU movies. But y'all let me know if y'all saw it. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. God bless the Fed. Whoa.